The modern world is a noisy machine that feeds on your attention and vomits your weaknesses back at you. Every time you open your mouth to share a plan, celebrate a premature victory, or vent a frustration, you are handing over the very weapons others need to tear you down. This is not about shyness. This is about military strategy for the survival of your mind. The ancient Stoics knew that external noise is an illusion, and internal noise is a security breach. If you want to be unshakable, you must learn to blend into the background, become gray, become rustic, become a ghost. Look around you. Everyone wants to talk. Everyone needs to prove something. Validation has become the cheapest and most consumed drug of the century. But tell me, what have the talkers built that time didn't destroy in seconds? The weak man needs the world to know how hard he is working. The indestructible man works in the dark, lets the iron burn his skin in silence, and delivers only the final result. When you share your goals, your brain receives a dopamine hit, as if you had already completed the task. It is a biological lie. You sabotage your own execution for a childish need for applause. Shut your mouth. Lock your plans in the deepest chamber of your mind. Silence is not the absence of action. It is the maximum concentration of power before impact. While they argue, you calibrate. While they celebrate nothing, you become a fortress of dark steel. If you want to win the game, first step off their visual board. Disappear. This first gear of invisibility requires a sacrifice most are unwilling to pay. The sacrifice of the ego. To become an indestructible ghost, you must accept being underestimated. Let them think you are stagnant. Let them assume your defeat. Silence is the cloak that protects your true progress from the eyes of envy and mediocrity. The second gear to becoming a ghost is the demarcation of mental territory. Marcus Aurelius wrote that nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. The problem is, you have turned your soul into a public square where any fool can walk in, graffiti your walls, and steal your peace. You believe you need to be available. Fast replies, attendance at mediocre events, fake corporate smiles. That isn't networking. It is the dissolution of your individuality. Strategic isolation is the laboratory where steel is tempered. You are afraid of being alone because when the world's noise stops, you are forced to listen to the echo of your own emptiness. The rustic man does not flee from solitude. He uses it as a hydraulic press to crush his weaknesses. Being a ghost means people know you exist, but they don't know where you are, what you are thinking, or what your next move will be. When you withdraw from the attention market, something divine happens. Your value increases. Scarcity breeds respect. Oversaturation breeds contempt. Stop justifying your absence, giving explanations to those who don't bleed with you. If they weren't in the workshop when you were shaping the iron under scorching heat, they have no right to sit at the table when the work is done. Choose isolation. Let silence devour the weak while it feeds your discipline. Understand this. Solitude crushes those made of glass, but forges those made of iron. When you cut off the channels of distraction, your mind stops wasting energy on trivialities and channels all its power into execution. You begin to see the world not as a participant desperate for attention, but as a cold observer, anticipating every move of the opponent. The third gear of the indestructible ghost is surgical neutrality. Seneca taught us that no one is more vulnerable than the man who takes offense at everything. Modern man is a walking open wound. Any crooked word, any disdainful look, or social media post makes him bleed emotionally for days. If you react to everything said about you, you are a slave. You have handed the remote control of your mind over to others. The ghost does not react. He absorbs the impact, the way a concrete wall absorbs the wind. When someone tries to insult you, provoke you, or diminish you, take the ultimate ghost test. Look right through them. Do not answer with anger. Do not answer with irony. Do not answer at all. Let their poison float in the air without finding a target to latch onto. An offense only comes alive if you accept the gift. If you refuse to accept it, it stays with the one who brought it. Imagine your enemy's frustration when they pour all their hatred toward you and meet nothing but an abyss of silence. You are not an editable target. You are a specter. They want your reaction because your reaction validates their existence. When you deny them that, you erase them. Silence in the face of provocation is not cowardice. It is the most brutal demonstration of psychological superiority that exists. While they burn in their own fury, you remain cold, intact, and focused on what truly matters. Be the ice that puts out their fire. This surgical posture changes how you collide with reality. External crises cannot break through the barrier of your silence, while the majority panics and looks for someone to blame for their failures. The rustic-minded man uses the calm of his isolation to tighten the bolts of his own operation. The storm passes, but the ghost remains standing. The fourth and final gear is relentless execution. Stoicism is not a philosophy of paralysis or passive contemplation. It is a philosophy of high-intensity action based on restraint. When you shut your mouth, when you strategically isolate yourself, and when you become immune to offenses, all the energy you used to waste trying to look strong accumulates. It turns into critical mass. The ghost doesn't warn when he is going to attack the market, switch careers, or break off a relationship that has rotted. He simply executes. Reality shifts around him before others even realize what happened. Stop announcing your New Year's goals. Stop posting that you are waking up at 5 in the morning. Let your success make the noise you refused to make. The rustic world does not reward intention. It rewards the accomplished fact. While the weak build castles of smoke on the internet, the invisible man builds empires of concrete behind the scenes. When you finally show up with the result, they will call it luck. They will say it happened overnight. Let them talk. The ghost doesn't need a biography approved by the majority. He needs the conquered territory. Your best response to those who doubted you is not a long venting post. It is your permanent absence combined with unassailable success. Become so focused on your own forge that other people's opinions become a language you no longer understand. Execute in silence. Reap in silence. Let them try to decipher your trail while you are already on the next hill. The modern world demands your silence because it fears what you become when you stop talking and start acting. It fears the man who cannot be bought with likes, who cannot be stopped by criticism, and who needs no validation to crush his goals. Shut up. Disappear. Become the indestructible ghost that your destiny demands you to be.